Welcome back to Area of Effect Prepping. On today's video here, I wanted to discuss one of my other bags that I keep in my truck. This is more of a sustainment slash secondary items bag, things that I keep in my truck as all right, here's everything that's in my EDC bag that I carry. What about if I need additional items past that? What else do I have with me? Well, traditionally, I'm traveling by myself. It's just me. So I'm reliant completely on myself for the most part. This bag here is what I keep in my truck for if I have to, say my mom calls and, hey, I need you to come down here. There's something going on. Can you be here for a few days to help me out? Sure. And I can go right from there because I have enough with me to go there for a day or two. Let's go ahead and unpack this and show you what's all in it. First of all, let's go ahead and start with the bag here. Now, this is one of the larger Cabela's bags. You'll notice I do tend to have a few of these. They are rather inexpensive for what they are and very, very good. This is one of their $20 bags. That's the slightly bigger version of the one that you saw from my medical. Now, I undid both the front pockets here. First one here just has some blank sticky note pads with lines on them. Figure those are good and easy to do. Take notes, whatever I have to. Laundry bag just to make sure I keep my dirty clothes away from my dry clothes, or dirty clothes away from my clean clothes. Lock with matching key. And a miniature sewing kit with some extra buttons just in case. You'd be surprised how often that has come in handy over the years. Okay, now this is the front here, so this is going to be the left-hand side of the bag. Really simple and easy for right now. All I have is a couple of the Great Value chocolate chip energy bars, some lemonade drink mix, this is the sugar-free version, and some milk chocolate hot cocoa. I'm not a coffee fan, so I don't keep coffee with me, but it's there if I need it. There are some other things I'd like to update this bag with, but again, things take time. And for God's sakes, as you all know, this is prepping on a budget. I do with what I can, update things as I go. Okay, so front of the bag. So this is now going to be the right-hand side of the bag here. In here, I do have my Mission Darkness comms. Now, that video will be on my channel if you want to go take a look at that, as well as just zip ties. Multiple uses, multiple things with them. Now, to start off with, just on the top flap here, you'll notice this big one here. All this has in the very top of it, in this top mesh pocket, is just its shoulder strap. Just keep that in there, just in case. Okay, now, you see a lot of different bags in here, some other different things. Let me go ahead and take it all out of here and show you what's all here. All right, so now after I've gotten that all out of here, you'll notice here in the top left corner, there is a state map. I do want to pick up a couple other states around me, as well as a compass and a couple of pencils. That's just my typical guidance as far as to non-GPS. Obviously, I have a GPS in my truck, and I have rediscovered one of the other ones I thought I had lost that I'll be trying to work out on where I want to put that. So that way for guidance, I at least have some different things. Next up is the medic pack that if you go back onto my channel, you'll find where I did a video on it. Fairly extensive for something of just a go-around bag. You'll notice also the previous video that I just put out a couple days ago was on the medic bag that I keep in my truck. I like to plan for a lot of different possibilities and just in cases. Next up here is a nice little organizer bag. It's got some different things in it here. Flashlight, pen, another pen over here with a couple of Sharpie markers or off-brand Sharpie markers. I also have a case of matches. Now, these are the waterproof, windproof storm matches, as well as a ferrocerium rod and striker. Over here, I do have a standard deck of playing cards in case I get bored. Let me see if I'm getting these out of here. I do also have some AA and some AAA batteries. My flashlight over here does use AAA, so that's why I have those. The GPS unit that I have uses AA's. So that is the purposing in that. Next up is going to be this totes backpack. Now you notice here, nice little thing, but this will actually fold out into a total backpack. I'm not going to undo it because unfortunately I have a not so fun time trying to put it back. But again, folds out into a nice backpack in case I needed to use it where, hey, I don't want my full bigger EDC bag. Again, I have a big update for that coming here in the next few days that I'll show you. But if I wanted something smaller, I have a to-go backpack. Next up here is a absolutely wonderful toiletries bag. I'm sure all of you would love to see my shampoo and my bar soap with a washcloth and a toothbrush, toothpaste, and deodorant. I'm sure all of you would love to see that. So we're just gonna go ahead and go right past that. Next up is going to be one of my Rapid Deploy Ridge lines with a couple of different pieces of cordage. Again, I have my main one in my bug out bag, but this just here is a secondary because I don't always take my bug out bag. If I have time to plan, great. But again, if I get a call from somebody out of state, hey, I need you down here like now, I'm going to go. Or if I need to ditch out right then and there, I'd rather at least have enough with me. And I know I have a couple of tarps in the car to take care of that. I also have, again, another 100 feet of rope. Never know. This is going to be my clothes bag that I have here. And again, I feel like I could compress this even more. So I think I'll be working on that afterwards. But this just has a hooded sweatshirt I know is in here. I have a nice, very nice quality shirt, some socks, some underwear, things like that. So I have some spare clothes to go with. I'm not really overly concerned about my pants per se. I can go with my pants for a couple of days as long as they're not horribly just messed up. But typically if I'm going somewhere, I'm not too worried about them. Last item that I keep here is a 90% wool blanket. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's super scratchy, it's super this. It's like, yeah, but I don't really care. If I'm out somewhere and something happens, I need to stay warm, I'm going to have other clothes on. This is just to help me insulate. That's all this is to help me insulate and give me some form of warmth. Wool is the only material that I know of that can get completely soaked and still help you retain heat. So that's what's in the all in the center of the bag. Let me go ahead and get this packed up and we'll do some final notes. Okay, so now that everything is back together, let's go over some thoughts that I had on this bag. Number one, I know I need to update some different food items in this bag. Again, that's something that I would get maybe with an MRE or some similar product to it. I'm not going to go with Mountain House because, good Lord, talk about expensive for one meal. And then at that, I'd still have to have something to cook it with, whereas at least if I get a fully packed MRE, it does have the heater in it as well as some other items. I also looked at it and it's okay. I'd have to get completely into that bag to be able to get any writing implements out. Perhaps one thing I need to update is putting a couple on the outside of the pouch with those notepads, so I have something there to take care of that on the fly. I suppose I could look at putting a pair of pants into here, maybe some utilitarian pants or something like that, something that I'm not going to miss in my everyday. Then again, I don't miss most of this stuff in my everyday because it's in my everyday. So we have that. Other thing is some laundry items, perhaps single-use tablets. So if I'm having to wash my clothes in a sink or something like that, if I end up going to a hotel or I'm somewhere that I don't have access to laundry, that's an option. Lastly is going to be some sort of water bottle and water purification. There we go. I eventually got it out. Reason being for that one that I don't have it in here currently, but I should consider it, is because I already keep water bottles in the truck, just regular disposable bottles of water. I should be looking at having something. I would love to get Grails, like a Grail water bottle, but good Lord, are they expensive at almost $100. I'm still scouring around at other resale stores, seeing if I happen to come across one. If I could find the titanium one, good Lord, that would be awesome. But because that's a $250 item, but I don't foresee that happening anytime in the near future, unless somebody has some winning lottery numbers for me. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching. I appreciate all your comments in the comments section, as well as any questions that you may have for me. Feel free to send them over to me if you have any. That'd be awesome, and I'd be happy to answer. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.